Sluggish. I think we try to do kind of a little extra tempo setter to get the whatever Easter gravy out of our system. And once we did that, it was good. We competed hard in the middle and toward the end, but got off to a little bit of a sluggish start, which obviously can't happen. And part of that is a byproduct of 2 days off, the holiday, all that stuff, which are all excuses. But once we got going. Got going pretty well.
When you're going through the spring, are you adding things or doing different? Or are you kind of through 15? Do you want to? Are you advancing and doing more as it goes along, or are you kind of doing the same thing through the 5 weeks?
No, through about practice 10, we'll have installation. And so that's the biggest thing right now, is especially with the young guys, is they kind of get something and sort of check it off their list, and then it might come back up 2 practices later and they forget or whatever, and that's just kind of the mental toughness that you have to get through. And some of these guys being scout team guys for the first time, whether it's on special teams or we don't really do scout team O&D in spring, but just again, we have a bunch of young wideouts, a bunch of young secondary guys that are playing scout team for the first time, and just getting them to understand that's vital. But once they got going today, it was good.
Being back in pads, do you see any extra sense of physicality out there?
Sure hope so. We don't want too much of a difference speed-wise when we're padded, and so we just need to learn again how to practice and stay up and take care of each other. And we had a couple full speed kind of things today, and a couple at the end of last week, and so got a little of that going.
Week 1 go kind of how you wanted, or how you envisioned, or how it worked out?
It was good. You never know really exactly how things are gonna go. I thought Jeff Lockie practiced really well. Looking back at all the film, the competition at wideout is good. The competition in the secondary is good. The guys are banging up front pretty well. And then it's just become such a mental battle to fight through a mistake and fight through the newness of things for some guys. But so far so good.
Tyler Johnstone, what does he mean to the offensive line this year? Do you expect him to be a leader out there without guys like Burns?
Absolutely. Tyler's been awesome. I think he's one of our most vocal guys, and really was other than Hronis, one of the best leaders on the offensive line before he had the nick. And but he's done a great job both this winter and this spring of leading vocally. It's never hard to hear Tyler out there. But he's great. He's a great teammate, and trying to get Depot to do the same defensively.
How about the guys, the freshmen who signed early in the community? You got a handful of those guys, Alex and guys like that. What are you just kind of seeing through 4 practices, their first 4 practices?
Yeah, they're competing. In a nutshell, Ugo's really athletic, and has flashed both defensively and in special teams as a guy that is a really good football player. And then the rest of those guys are just battling. Some guys, Alex is a competitive guy. Reminds me a ton of Jaylen Brown in a lot of ways, and Jaylen's practicing much faster now than he did when he first got here, which is encouraging. Obviously, what you want to see. But yeah, I'm really excited about all those guys right now.
Rob tweeted that Vernon Adams is here. What can you and can't do with him when he's on campus?
Well, just at this point, he's an unsigned guy.
Right.
You can't practice or anything like that. But he can be around just like any other guy.
Right.
Off, unofficial visit type temperament.
Okay.
Is there anything that he can do to help himself come along during this?
Well, everybody that's coming in is doing stuff behind the scenes to learn systems, and you can tell that Travis Waller did a great job. He knows a lot right now, and just playing quarterback is one of the hardest positions in that way, is because sometimes you're right, but 2 other guys are wrong, and it's a blown up play. But he's doing a good job so far, just kind of enduring through that.
What have you seen out of Morgan since he got here as a freshman last fall till now?
He's competing now. He's given himself a chance. I think and he's said it publicly that he probably didn't put his best foot forward in the fall, and which is that's what we try to hammer on those guys is now you wake up and shoot, you could have played last year. A guy breaks his shoelace and you're in there, and now you're at whatever level you're at now, it's not where you could be. And so he's competing hard right now, and which is all you can ask at this point.
All right. Thanks. Well, obviously we have